Wait a second, Pikachu. Something's odd about this place. We have the squad here now. But yeah, they did have a cutscene right after there. But, you know, a lot of it is just stuff like this and, you know, not voice acted. It would be nice if it was fully voice acted, but oh well. What do you mean? I looked around here while we were waiting for you, trying to find signs of Unitus's activity. Let's gang up on that janitor. We go, like, beat him up with the squad now. Thing is, we didn't find anything at all. Yeah, it feels rushed, but in terms of how long they had to make it, like, no way. There's no way. It can't be. It's so weird. Like, you know, the quality of the mainline Pokemon games is understandable with how much they rush them, but considering how much development time this had, it's like, huh? What? It's just very odd. Now that you mention it, it does seem a bit quiet around here. Based on what I've learned from other Pokemon, this place seems like our strongest lead. More importantly, I've got a good old-fashioned hunch that this is the place. Unitus is hiding here. I'm sure of it. But where? That's what we've got to find out. Sounds like you've already finished the preliminary investigation. Let's start talking to some Pokemon. Ones hanging out around here ought to know something. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, we're getting there here. You two are going to conduct some interviews together, right? In that case, I'll keep looking around the area. Thanks, Rachel. It's so jarring. You and the others can just hang back for now. We'll come get you if we need anything. Alright, Tim. Let's get started. Just saying though, if they launched it on the 3DS in 2020, you would have honestly considered buying it for the lulz, or 2021, even honestly. The first game did come out in the West, like, after the Switch had already been out for, like, a year. Which is honestly kind of odd. Yeah, let's break into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I can't believe that people are stealing the cardboard cutouts, like, in front of theaters. Apparently, it's actually been, like, a big problem for several theaters, is they have their cardboard cutouts stolen. It's so wacky, but I guess everyone wants one of those, I guess. Also, people really seem to like having the fight of 87 after the film is done, it seems like. This is what seems to be another case. Also, in some other, like, wacky game news stuff, for my game design class that I'm in right now, we need to do 3 game analysis projects throughout the course. My second one was on Metroid Prime. It's the video essay that I published to the channel. And I managed to get 100% on that assignment. It's been a long time since I got 100% on, like, a analytical assignment. I was pretty proud of myself for that. So yeah, just casual plug of the Metroid Prime video essay here because my prof really seemed to like it. I'm gonna have to redo my first game analysis, which was like a written thing that I'll redo in the video essay format and try to get a better grade there. But I'm not quite sure what my third game analysis is going to be yet. It has to be on a different game, and then some other topic that we cover in the class. And the topic that we're going to start talking about next week is on gender, sex, and games. And I watched ahead, like, some of the online lecture material and stuff. And so you can do either one of the games that the prof, like, makes available as an option, or you can by request, like, make a case for another one. That's how I did, like, Metroid Prime for story in games. Like, I asked, like, if I could do Metroid Prime, and she was like, yes, do it. That'd be awesome. So after class today, I went up to the prof, and I said, like, I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do for Game Analysis 3, but I have a potential idea for Game Analysis 3. Again, I don't know whether I'm gonna do it or not, but just as an idea, I figured I'd run it by you in case I decide to do it. And that's on the topic of gender, sex, and games, applying either Fire Emblem Awakening or Fire Emblem Fates. And she was like, interesting, in what way? And I was like, well, in those games, sex is a mechanic to create child units that have, like, the combined stats of both of the parents. So it's literally used as a mechanic to get, like, reward in the form of new characters and, like, more additional content. And you can either do it in the sense of, like, oh, I think that these two should go together just for fun stuff, or, like, actually do crazy spreadsheet stuff like me, and figure out what's optimal as stuff. And she was like, okay, interesting. If you want to give it a go, give it a go. So I don't know whether I will or not, but I do have my prof's permission to do a video essay on sex in Fire Emblem Fates. Or Awakening, if I decide that's better there. But I was thinking Fire Emblem Fates because it's the weirder one. I can talk about how weird it is. So, I might be doing that. You know, show that Fire Emblem supports eugenics. Maybe, you know, maybe I won't go super duper into how weird it can get at like its absolute weirdest, but just some surface level stuff at how it works like mechanically. Probably. I don't know. If I decide to do it. Again, I don't know what my game analysis 3 is gonna be yet, but I do have that on the table as an option. You know? But yeah, let's see here. Saw memes about people saying they'll have the cutouts shoved up their butts. Didn't know they actually stole them though. What, they're saying that to like sneak it out of the theater? The watcher brawling on the movie credits? No, people are brawling there. We used to have a legally obtained cardboard cutout of Samuel Adams. Don't ask why your dad had it, but long story short, he'd hide it around the house so you'd walk around a corner or something. This life-size cardboard cutout of a dude would be staring at you. It was an interesting couple months. Huh. There's an extra punctuation video about game getting more diverse with their main character design. What, Fire Emblem? Or, but yeah, it's an interesting subject. Yeah, it is. And it's such a weird game. Fire Emblem Fates is such a fascinating case study. I love that game, but you know, it's one of the things that the more you look into it, the weirder it gets. And again, if I delved into it, I wouldn't delve into like, you know, the full iceberg of how weird it truly gets. Like maybe in the version that I publish for the YouTube channel, I would get into how weird it truly gets. But for the version that I submit for my class, I would, you know, do something a little bit more family friendly or something like that. I don't know. Like, the Metroid Prime video essay, I technically had 2 versions of that. One version that I submitted, and one version that went on my YouTube channel. The reason for that was the original version had, like, really, really cool music, but it had copyright issues, so I couldn't upload it to my actual channel. But there do exist 2 versions of my Metroid Prime video essay. Maybe I should publish the original as, like, a members-only thing, because I don't do enough member stuff on the channel. People get channel memberships that are just like, oh, great, now what? And then nothing happens. You know, I should I'm making more stuff available. But yeah, let's see here. Better head to bed, work, you know, the usual. Yeah, that's understandable there. Hope you have an awesome rest of the night there, Mythic. Appreciate you stopping by. You have time to talk, Garboder? About Fire Emblem Fates? About you, Garboder? Help the janitor pick up trash. Sounds like you're a hard worker. You don't expect to be praised just for collecting snacks. Alright. Trash is like a treat for you. It's like that trebuchet we met the other day. About the building. Have you ever seen any other humans here? He says he's never seen any other humans besides the janitor. Tracks with what the janitor said. Is there any way to get inside that building? It's never been outside. Then what's the janitor cleaning? Like, if it's outside, you'd think he'd be a groundskeeper, not a janitor, but, gotcha. That doesn't help us. You notice anything strange around here lately? Anything at all? Sometimes you find strange snacks. Sorry, but we're not here to talk about your snack. Is it gonna be one of those cubes? Is this one of the snacks you found today? I bet it's a cube. It's a food wrapper. Oh, never mind. Wow. Amazing illustration there. Why would a used food wrapper be here if people don't come here? What? Find these all the time? Even though no one comes here? Hey, Garboder, mind if we keep this? We can give you some other trash in exchange. Thanks, Garboder. That's gonna be the clue we've been looking for. Here, in exchange, here's a copy of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. A used food wrapper at a facility no one ever goes to. What could it mean? Diglett! Diglett dig! Subterranean Denizen. Diglett Senpai. What was with the weird, like, singular pixel white flashes there? That was like playing Generation 4 Pokemon on an emulator, except with the white pixels instead of black pixels. Diglett. These Pokemon live in the ground. Guess that also includes level and develop places like this. How crazy would it be if they revealed what Diglett looks like underground in like one of the most niche spin-off Pokemon games ever? So like barely anyone finds out that they did that. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Diglett? About you, Diglett? Do you live here? This place is nice because it's comfy digging, eh? And it's nice being able to dig as much as you want without any humans around, huh? Humans don't usually consider Diglett to be pests, you know? Farmers especially love Diglett. Soil is always perfectly tilled after you dig through it. Yeah, for real. Don't be afraid to visit places with humans around. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. About the building. But yeah, Z-move tried to do that, but we get Diglett sharp. So oh yeah, where it's just like floating with like its dirt mound there. Diglett hasn't seen any people around, but did mention something pretty interesting. What did it say? Sometimes at night, when Diglett's underground and trying to sleep, it hears a lot of noise. Noise underground, you mean? Yep. I got curious about the noise and went into the building to check it out, but no one was there. When I went back underground, though, I could still hear the noise. Okay, so you have gotten in through underground there. Yeah, we know from Mystery Dungeon that it has feet, though. Noise when nobody's there. Strange. Wait, how do you get inside the building? It says it dug a hole through the floor of the building. Okay. That illustration was a whole lot better than the food wrapper one. Huh? It's surprisingly powerful to be able to dig into a building from underneath it. Wonder what that sound underground was. Groudon awakening. Hi, Tangela. Out for a stroll. I feel like Tangela is one of those Pokemon that's looked more and more jarring and odd as the generations have gone on, especially like after going into 3D, you know. I feel like originally it was just like, hey, here's a whole bunch of vines and like eyes in the middle, and let's just fill up the rest with black so that you can just like presume that maybe the inside is vines too, or, you know, it's up to your imagination what's going on in there. But, you know, nowadays where it's just like, yeah, it is just straight up a black blob with a bunch of vines. Oh, you live here? You must know a lot about this place. Mind if I ask you some questions? Yeah, that's essentially what it is there. About you, Tangela. It's just dark matter from Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, except grass type. What do you do for fun around here? Sunbathing, eh? Sounds nice and peaceful. I bet that feels great. Is this related to the investigation, really? I've never seen any other people around here besides the janitor. Wait a second. There's something caught in Tangela's vines. Shards of glass. How'd those get there? If Diglett can get inside, can Diglett get up and, like, remove the thing that's blocking this one door? They might have gotten on you when you went inside the building. Shards of glass? Wait, you've been inside? Hey, Tangela, how did you get inside? Door's right near us? Oh? Can you let us in here? Yeah, okay, it was a cutscene just for that? Yeah, I figured it meant those doors. These smaller doors, huh? What? These doors were unlocked until just recently? So now they're locked and you can't get in anymore. This place has been supposedly shut down for ages. Why would these doors be locked all of a sudden? I don't know, but it definitely raises some questions. Hey, Tangela was talking about those small doors right there, yeah? I'm sure Pangoro can bust it open. Let's turn our attention there, Tim. We tried to open them earlier. They were chained shut. Let's try again now. Well, small doors are definitely the ones Tangela told us about. Yeah, that's why I interacted with it. There's a chain or something on the other side keeping them from opening. So they're locked from the inside. What's going on? Strange that these doors were unlocked until recently. Who locked these doors? Well, I think we've checked everything we can for now. What do you think, Pikachu? Is Unitas really here? Yeah. I think chances are pretty good they're using this place as their base. Got a few reasons for thinking that. First is Diglett's story about the noises it heard coming from the building. Yes, because noises don't come from any other building if they're not involved with Unitas. Second is what Tangela said about those smaller doors being locked from the inside. And the third is the food wrapper that Garbodor found. Any one of those things on their own wouldn't mean much. Taken all together, we can pretty safely conclude there are people here. Yeah, that's fair enough then. Exactly. I think those things are linked by more than coincidence. So we really do need to look around inside. Next thing we gotta figure out is how to get inside. Yeah, whole place is closed up and locked down. Ask Diglett to remove the chain. Walking in through the front entrance is a no-go. Let's think of another way. Got any bright ideas? Yeah, ask Diglett! Remove the chain. Think of a way to get us inside the building? Yeah! What? No! No! I mean, it's probably the small doors and they locked it from the inside. So, like... I mean, it's probably gonna be this to use Growlithe's ability, but... That's what I would have guessed, but from the perspective of, let's ask Diglett to go remove the chains. Because what if the last person that came through here just entered through that side entrance and then locked it from the inside? That's how locking from the inside works, is you need to enter it first. You don't... What do I know? Which presumably means that the last people that came here would still be inside there somewhere. Crawl through that hole to get inside the building. Love where your head's at. I don't think that hole might be too small for us. Yeah, that's why we asked Diglett to remove the chain! Fine.
Okay.
That food wrapper Garbodor found. It looked like it had been discarded pretty recently. True. And this place does get cleaned regularly. So that trash couldn't have been left here that long ago. Man, I was a little bit tired this morning. I had like a 2-hour nap after getting home from university, but every time I play this game, it just makes me sleepy. Janitor said we're the first people he's ever seen here. The trash blew in from somewhere. Did we try asking the janitor if he dropped it? There aren't any houses or other facilities nearby. Unless the trash came from inside the lab and got blown out here. Yeah, I hope that I don't just become defective Sleepachu. Might be onto something. In that case, if we follow the scent of this wrapper, maybe we can find the entrance. Since it's relatively new trash, the scent is probably still fresh. I'd say it's worth a try. We're gonna have to use all the abilities, aren't we? Find out where someone has been entering and leaving. That side entrance, and then they locked it when they came through. We're hoping to follow us. If we're hoping to follow scent, then it's time to ask for Growlithe's help. Agreed. Good thing I asked her to come. Now let's go ask her. Growlithe. Hey, Growlithe. We need your help with something. I'd like you to track down the scent from this wrapper. Piece of cake, huh? Just what I wanted to hear. Yeah, apparently so. You okay with us getting right to it, Tim? Yep. But yeah. Yeah, like, that game at least kept me engaged. I was, some of the time. You know, it was a stressful, poorly designed mess a lot of the time, but, you know, at least it kept me engaged. I wasn't falling asleep during it. Please do. There haven't been a whole lot of games that I've been falling asleep in the middle of the playthrough of. There have been some that seem to make me really sleepy. Like, another one from the past is probably Okami. Like, Okami was just not for me. There was just so much padding. Like, a whole thing where Bob Ward's like, want to get into the second dungeon? Find several K9 warriors around the world. Good luck. Just like, man. So look up a guide or just wander around aimlessly until stuff happens. And I just got, like, so dang bored, man. So that was another game that made me sleepy. What other games made me sleepy? I'm pretty sure BDSP made me sleepy. I don't think Scarlet and Violet did, but I'm fairly certain BDSP did. There's probably other ones I'm not remembering right now. Okay, let's do it just like the last time, Growlithe. Did the Assassin's Creed Chronicles games make me tired at all? They were pretty short streams, though. Try tracking the scent from around the small door by Tangela? Sure can. So, from the small doors. Yeah, like, that's fair enough. It kept me engaged through that. Yo. Whee! Whee! So they go back here? Huh? Scent suddenly disappeared. But yeah, your Scarlet Violet third playthrough started making you sleepy? Why are you playing it a third time? What? Disappeared? Well, sort of. It's more like the scent goes on past this point, actually. That's these steel drums, you mean. We better do something about them if we want to go any further. Let's go get Tim and the others. So you can use all the starters. But trading and stuff. Pikachu says the scent continues past here. But there's no way to get back there to search. Can Pangoro move it or something? Yeah, take all day to move this many steel drums. Unless we get Darmanitan to just, like, destroy them. Just spill oil or whatever's in them everywhere. Guess we're gonna have to get smashy. What? You've got to be kidding. I know it's a rough approach, but we don't have time to dawdle. Just get Pangoro to push them. Drums at least seem to be empty, so I'm sure we can enlist one of our pals to help. Have you always approached your investigations this way? Depends on the situation. It's a great detective's job to find the shortest route to the truth. Even if that means damaging property. You know, the thing that he got wrongly arrested for in Investigation 3. So, who should we ask for help? Are we just gonna go, like, in order? Oh, they're over here. Says he can handle anything that calls for brute strength. You can, and will it to existence, but also want to use other Paldean mons. So that is the means to do so, is multiple playthroughs. In that case, I think Darmanitan is definitely the best one to ask for help with this. Well, let's get started right away, Tim. Yeah. Yeah, just be careful not to hurt yourself. Counting on that strength of yours, Darmanitan. Ready to do this? Alright. Launch! Falcon! Oh my god, that delay before I can move again. Like, look at this. Punch! What? It was barely a delay that time. Man. Apparently the doggy would like to come downstairs now. It seems like. Alright. Well, jam out to this theme in the meantime. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Hope y'all thoroughly enjoyed jamming out to that in the meantime. Wow. There's a hole in the wall. You get a nickel for each bad game where the third chapter had people being falsely accused of crimes they didn't commit. You have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. Yep. And in games I found myself struggling with there. Where if that trash from before blew out of here? Yeah, I think it did. And Pangoro won't fit through that hole. We'll just have to smash open a bigger one. Oh, whoa. If we do that, the whole building could collapse. I'll lock the doors from inside. For now, you two can just wait here. If you say so. Yeah, Chapter 3 was, favorite part of that game. Tim, check this out. Right? Looks like we can get inside through this hole. You ready to head in, Tim? Oh. Yogi wants her, she has it in her schedule, or like her routine, that when she comes down here, she gets a treat. If I can actually grab the thing. Okay, I'll give you a treat, Jess. There you go. Ready to head in, Tim? Sure am. Of course, that's why we're here. Alright, you got your treat. You can settle down now. Alright, let's do it. So, we're in Lab Lobby. Yes, this clearly looks like a lobby. Not a lab area. The lab lobby. The area in front of the doors is what looks like the lobby. So, this is what the inside of the lab looks like. It sure is messed up, and there's more of that trash there. Weird plot predictions confirmed. You need to remind me what they are. Do you hear me, Pikachu? Do you hear me? Fiora! Huh? Oh, I was just so shocked by how trash this place is. Kind of speechless. Oh, the mayor and the devices? Oh, we don't know yet. We'll probably find out with this investigation. Most likely. Yeah, I know they weren't doing any upkeep. Would it really get this bad in just 2 years? So this is where it happened. Huh? What's up, Rachel? This must be where the Pokemon went berserk during the R incident 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure they went berserk in several places, but that's why there's a hole in the wall and the room's in such disarray. I see. This place must have been left just as it was at the time of the incident. Mama must have been... Are you okay, Rachel? If being here is too painful, it's totally fine if you want to wait outside. I think I just need a moment to myself, if that's alright. I thought I was ready for this, but it's hitting me harder than I expected. Take your time. I understand. Poor girl. I'm sure she would have preferred to steer clear of this place. All signs point to Unitas being here. Well, then why did we take her with us? Start looking for clues. Right. It felt strange when I came into this room. What could that have been? Crash. Look, Pikachu. There's another food wrapper on the floor. It's the same as the one we got from Garbodor. That means this trash is another piece of evidence that people have been in and out of this place. Food trash. Yeah, there might be more proof too. Let's keep looking.
Yes.
Sorry, Tim. Hope I'm not holding you back. No worries. Take your time. Thanks, but I'm worried about Papa too. Can't just stand here and brood forever. I just need a rest a sec, then I can help. Promise. Thanks, Rachel. This must be really hard for her, but she's doing a great job hanging in there. She said she saw someone glimmering inside the cupboard. Cupboard right in front of her? Let's take a look. Lab scientists must have used this cupboard. It's up there. Can't see what's on the shelves. You gotta tell me. Wait a second, I'm looking. Looks like it's just chemicals and stuff. Huh? What's this? It's a key. Weird place to keep a key. What it's for. Let's take it with us. We might be able to use it later. But yeah, if her mom died here during the Berserk Pokemon incident, saying that gives you more motive for the mayor trying to control Pokemon? Was it ever said what exactly happened with parents, or maybe I forgot? Look, footprints. Are they human? I know that her mother used to work here. Couldn't be. They're too big. There's no dust over them either, so they must be recent. I think these are probably Tangela's footprints. Okay, but do you have experience with sentry duty, Pikachu? I see. Must have left these footprints when it came inside. Just this area specifically. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess we'll find out as this goes on here as well, for sure. You know, if you see anything strange, you can't see what's up there from down here. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. What do you suppose these chemicals are used for? Careful, Tim. Last thing we need right now is you hurting yourself. Yeah, I know. You worry too much. You're just not gonna say something like, well, I am your dad.
Oh.
The switchboard panel is open. It's completely busted inside. I guess this is why there's no electricity. Busted doesn't even begin to describe the state of the switchboard. Looks like someone completely destroyed it. Yeah, wouldn't get this damage unless someone did it on purpose. But that was an accident right there. Take it from me, a guy who knows a thing or two about this sort of electrical stuff. But who would do this? Everything's a mess inside the cabinets. This wasn't done by a rampaging Pokemon. Someone must have been searching the room for something. Oh, it's on that side to interact. What do you think this stain is? Kinda looks like a chemical spill or something. It looks like a Grimace shake. Maybe some chemical spill during the Pokemon rampage. Based on the smell and how dusty it is, I'm guessing this isn't a recent stain. Chemical stain. Still, we don't know what chemical this was. We better not touch it. But yeah, there was a severe case of Grimace shake here. There's a note here. Read it aloud, would you? From the management team, regarding search procedures. Upon discovery of the object in question, collect it immediately. Once the object is collected, use concrete to seal off the first floor hallway. Oh my goodness, this is gonna turn into FNAF, isn't it? But yeah. You gonna pull up TikTok for evidence? What, with how much Grimace shake stuff was going on there? Please be aware of the following. Please be aware of the spring lock suits. Destroy the switchboard on the first floor. Do not leave any trash behind, such as food or drink containers. Wow, they sure didn't follow that well. And they left the instructions here too. Due to the building's dilapidated state, watch your step as you move about. These appear to be instructions of some kind. Note from someone. Maybe it's a secret admirer. What do you suppose this management team is? I have no idea. Yeah, I guess that's where we're at. At least now we know for sure that people have been here. Yeah. Still don't know who's been here or how many of them there are. They were clearly following orders to search for something. But how did they get out of here? Good question. The door was locked from the inside. Why did the note say to seal off a hallway with concrete? Still a lot we don't understand. Let's keep investigating. It says this place looks even rougher than the police station. Can't say I disagree. Everything's trashed here. Nothing there. This way huh? Oh, well, I guess just to take this off. I suppose. Is there a cutscene for this? Oh, do I use the key that I got earlier? These are the doors we couldn't open because of the chain. So it was chained and locked. Chain's fastened with a padlock. We need to get this unlocked so Darmanitan and Pangoro can get in here. I'm pretty sure they could still smash the glass and no one would bat two eyes. 2 eyes? bat an eye about it. Think twice about it. I combine those two things in my head for some reason, considering like the disheveled state that this is in. Sure would be convenient if that key we found earlier is for this lock. Let's give it a try. Here it goes. And then it just vanishes. Alright, that takes care of the chain. Doesn't even fade out or anything. Just an immediate despawn. No cry for Pangoro. Sorry for the wait, fellas. Alright, now beat him up. So, Tim, what are your thoughts after looking the room over? It's pretty clear that someone's been coming in here. Based on that note, we know they had a purpose for doing so. Right. We're light on details, but we know something fishy's going on. We should try to figure out what exactly happened here. Serious grimace shake incident before they sealed off Afton. Based on that note we saw on the desk, we could safely assume that someone was giving instructions. But what were the people here actually up to? If we can figure that out, we might learn something useful about Unitas. Why don't you tell me what you think, Tim? I don't know. Find any clues about what was going on here? Someone's been living here? Someone was researching R. This place being used as a Pokemon playground. Somebody sealed off a hallway in the back.
Okay.
The note we found says something about sealing off a hallway with concrete. Must mean there's a hidden hallway somewhere on this floor. Yeah, maybe it's purple guy juice. Sealing off a whole hallway seems pretty extreme. All the more reason for us to find it. We're gonna go find Springtrap. Somebody sealed off a hallway in the back. Looking for a hallway that's been sealed up. We should probably ask one of our friends for help. Yeah, let's go ask. You know, because Luxray can see through walls, that would mean presumably you would be able to see, one, the hallway that's sealed off, but two, also be able to see outside. But I'll bet you, when I use the see-through walls thing, that I'm either not going to see through the walls that lead to outside, or it's just going to be a black void. Luxray's special vision might be able to find something. Yeah, time to open the safe room. What do you think? Time to get Luxray's help? Yep.
Okay.
Alright, Luxray, let's do this. Do we get the awesome theme? This real slapper? Oh, heck yeah. I'm holding R. What? I can't even press R right now. Ah. Yeah, there. I'm not seeing through them at all. There's open space behind this wall. Bingo. Now you know where to go, but how exactly do you plan to get there? This is the best ride Pokemon theme in this game. Break down the wall, of course. This measly little wall doesn't stand a chance against Darmanitan. Oh, but we don't get to listen to it for very long. Oh yeah, it is a different shade than the rest of stuff here, isn't it? It's like a little bit brighter. Can you please smash that suspicious looking wall over there? Where to go, huh? Let her rip, Darmanitan. Is it gonna happen automatically, or do I have to do it? I have to do it. Punch! Perfect square. I smashed it good. Just like I knew you would. Thanks, Darmanitan. Dark Souls illusory wall. Yep. So I'll keep going. Wrong way. There we go. Wow. Huh? There's a whole hallway hidden behind that wall. Some stairs leading down, too. Well, then how did they get this way? You'd think that maybe there'd be, like, some mechanism to open up the way so that they could gain access. But, you know, if it's sealed up, that implies that, whoops, they never wanted to get back down there again. Some stairs leading down, too. Someone must have really wanted to keep this hidden. Alright, we opened up the safe room. Time to go see Springtrap. Wonder what's past these stairs. Only one way to find out. Are you ready to go down there too, Rachel? Yeah, thanks, Tim. I'm okay now. I need to know how Papa and Unitas are connected. Okay, let's go, everyone.